Hello, everyone. Welcome to Krystalline Ascension's first episode of Sacred Soul Sparkles. I'm just waiting for my computer here, so just give us some time here as we get settled in. My computer is very slow. The tech is very glitchy. Hold on 1 minute. I want to make sure that my voice doesn't bounce back to you. So just waiting here. We've gone live once. Welcome to Krystalline Ascension's first episode of Sacred Soul Sparkles. I'm just waiting for my computer here, so just give us some time here. There you go. Perfect. It's all muted, I think. So we're safe to go. Hold on 1 second. So welcome everyone to the first episode of Sacred Soul Sparkles, which is a new divine series of where we're going to be speaking into the new and also the forgotten ways of creating heaven on earth in your inner and in your outer worlds. And of course, if you're tuning in from the EST time zone, we're bringing in the energy of the 1111 in today's sharing. If you're watching the live or the replay, please do say hello in the comments. And we invite you to connect with us through the comments, as we'll be sure to circle around and read and reply to you. In a minute, I'm just going to pull my YouTube up on my phone so I can read the comments as well. And today we're going to be introducing ourselves, introducing Krystalline Ascension, the Krystalline Codex, and about one of our recent Sacred Soul Sparkles. But if you haven't connected with us for the first time, my name is Alicia.
Hi, and I'm Eva, and we are known mainly as architects of light, legacy keepers and weavers of the rainbow dream of heaven on earth. And we are ascension and evolution specialists guiding the inner creatrixes to embody their divinity and rise into an embodied sacred creatrix leader of who they truly are, so that we can weave their soul legacy and create heaven on earth within their inner and outer worlds to experience truth, vitality, wealth, and sacred union. We are a mother and daughter duo, as we are co-creatrixes of Krystalline Ascension, which is truly an ascension temple where creatrixes upgrade their crystalline temple of light, their inner temple of light that is also known as your human body architecture. And what this does is unlocks their hidden potentials and allows them to embody more of their divinity and rebirth into new, higher versions of self, sacred versions of themselves. So then another aspect of Krystalline Ascension is the mystery school, as it holds multiple realms of consciousness within, including the higher dimensions of Gaia and of the cosmos, giving us access to hidden living libraries, ancient knowledge, frequencies, codings, and templates to accelerate the soul ascension and human evolution. And us coming in as Christix beings, we work in unison with Krystalline Ascension to share sacred teachings, wisdom, and remembrances to master multidimensional living and new ways of being.
Beautiful. All right. So it is through Sacred Soul Sparkles that we have decided to begin to share and speak into the new and the forgotten ways of creating heaven on earth in your inner and your outer worlds. And if you're wondering about this title or the message of Sacred Soul Sparkles, to us, it is the divine downloads, the sacred remembrances, the soul memories, your inner wisdom, those divine syncs and moment by moment awakenings, your heart whispers, your soul whispers. And it truly is those sparks of light that our soul gives to us in the physical that leads us along our invisible path to our highest potential self, new realities, and to our soul aligned dreams. We feel it's the communion and that connection that we have with our soul and our multidimensional essences, and also our sacred mission, our vision, and our soul legacy keys, which we refer to as your magic, our medicines, and our masteries. So I feel like I can go on describing what this really means or looks like in the physical. But if you're watching the live or listening to the replay of this episode, Eva or myself or even Krystalline Ascension or your soul is gifting you a sacred soul sparkle in this very moment for you to receive. whether it be a remembrance, a deep resonation, or even a new perspective. So then just know that your soul has guided you here, and we welcome you, beautiful soul. Beautiful. So one of our main sacred soul sparkles that we have begun to honor and really go deeper is into what we call the Krystalline Codex, which is a multi-layered, multifaceted, and multidimensional organic crystalline blueprint for the core of your crystal heart, and basically the foundational human body temple that, when embodied, allows you to experience a whole new you inside and out, as you're going to step into your next highest potential human self, into a whole new reality, one where you feel so alive, taking that first breath, that heartbeat, and your first footprints on those sacred lands. So you're going to expand into a whole new level of consciousness, as there's going to be a new inner union of your soul and yourself. And you're going to be remembering who you truly are. And as Eva said, unlocking hidden potentials, your sacred, your ancient, and your galactic magic, your medicines and your masteries that are really desiring and so ready at this time to be expressed. I mean, even for ourselves, when we rebirthed ourselves with the Krystalline Codex, this is where we really truly began to feel at home, right? Do you agree? And feel as one with Mother Gaia. And we began to feel more of our divinity in our bodies. It started to feel more comfortable, and it felt more safe. And we were able to start to connect and communicate more deeply with our body, with our soul, and basically all of our relations here on Mother Earth, and all of our relations within the cosmic realms as well. It was a really more of a deeper inner union. And we also felt that energetic shift of magnetic flow throughout our being, so we could create a more powerful impact in our inner and also our outer worlds.
Perfect. So the backstory of the Krystalline Codex is interesting. About 3 years ago, we decided to collaborate our masteries together and co-create an etheric Krystalline Ascension temple and mystery school that we intend to have in the physical one day. So to introduce our community to Krystalline Ascension, we had a galactic sister create a biz logo for us, which represented the essence of Krystalline Ascension. So for us, it was truly more than just a logo. In receiving this, we knew it was some sort of a blueprint, a map, a medicine wheel, but we were really unable to read it at that time. However, since that day, we've connected with Krystalline Ascension and really allowed the consciousness to really guide us. And one day, upon deciding to up-level our offerings to our community, we downloaded the concept of rebirthing our own divinity into a new blueprint, and mainly to feel alive once again, and like Leisha said, to finally feel at home with this planet. We are architects and encryptors and all about our temples of light, of our body architecture. So it made sense to create a new blueprint, engineer the architecture, and rebirth our divinity, allowing more of our essences to be embodied. So when we were going through our own process of our own rebirth, we had noticed that it was aligning to our Krystalline Ascension logo. This was our first layer that we discovered, a blueprint of how to create the foundational structures of the crystalline blueprint and original instructions of the process, how to rebirth divinity within the temple of light or human body architecture. How amazing, right? Like it was such a profound awakening for us when all that really happened for us. So then recently, Krystalline Ascension was downloading the process of how to embody the Creatrix self more fully. And it was calling us again for the second layer of the next layer of the architecture and structures. And this time for Creatrixes that are ready to rise as embodied, sacred Creatrix leaders. And I know that somewhere I had read that there is like a connotation about the word sacred, but sacred is you, your sacred individual beingness, what emerges from you, and that is truly sacred. But again, the logo was aligning to this structure in a whole new encoded way. And we were going deeper as the new Creatrix temple. These are the 8 pillars set as pillars of light in all directions, creating the infinity weave from each pillar. From your crystalline core, these are the pillars of truth, of vitality, the pillar of wealth, and the pillar of sacred union. And upon embodying these pillars, my previous vision of crystalline cities has really expanded. It's like it unlocked a whole new layer. It was more vivid, more potent, and really came in strongly to get my attention. The visions, our soul legacies, and sacred missions went deeper to show me the results of embodying the Krystalline Codex. I really saw cities of light. Alicia saw temples of light that we thought at first were structures rising to create a crystalline world. But instead, the crystalline structures are actually souls in human bodies rising, awakening into their inner temples of light that is creating a whole new reality.
Yeah, beautiful vision. So if you want to take a moment there and just tune into that vision or that memory or that download, because when we connected with others, we weren't the only ones that were receiving this download. There are many others. So it's very interesting that we're all aligning, we're all coming together and really creating these crystalline cities and this crystalline world.
Yeah.
So this is why the souls we work with are conscious individuals who know they have a huge sacred mission and a soul legacy to weave and really desire to create a universal impact. They feel it, they see it, and they sense it. But a lot of times they're unable to create that bridge or the stepping stones so that they can step into that next layer or that next dimension of consciousness. So for us, we see them as the dreamers, the visionaries, the architects, the builders, and the leaders to create a whole new world in all areas of life. And the process in working with us begins with either a private initiation immersion to really awaken your soul legacy keys, or a sacred awakening ceremony to rebirth your earthborn divinity, which is a rebirthing journey through a private 33-day VIP space where you are held, loved, and supported through it all. You are purified, reseeded, held in Mother Gaia's womb, and really rebirthed into a whole new you of who you truly are and into a whole new reality. And this is the interesting part. Each rebirth that we have facilitated is completely unique. Even for when we rebirthed ourselves, that was completely unique as well. So the process is the same. The architecture is the same in some sort of way, but where they rebirth, where souls are rebirthing is really truly unknown. And then along the 33 days, the sacred gifts, the hidden and forgotten ancient galactic royal aspects that awaken are really so divine and really all unknown. And it's really truly magical and such an honor to be able to be a part of these ancient and original souls of Mother Gaia. So these beautiful souls that connect with us are really the forgotten ones, the sleeping ones and the ancient ones. I mean, they're sleeping in other realms of consciousness, and we're really here to bring them home and back to life on this reality once again, so we can really create a part of Mother Gaia or heaven on earth once again. But it doesn't really matter what heart quest souls choose when they decide to work with us. The repetitive transformations we guide souls through and witness is that you're going to upgrade your temple of light. You're going to embody more of your divinity. You're going to receive customized stepping stones to really quantum leap into your next sacred version of yourself and expand into a new reality. So if you're here on this call today or in any way, shape, or form connected to us, or your soul sparkles or tingles by seeing us or really hearing our voices or even seeing our posts, you too are one of the original tribes or the ancient souls or the councils of light. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. You wouldn't be here listening to us or seeing us. You wouldn't be connecting with us. So you are being called in energetically, either by one of our higher selves or by Krystalline Ascension or by your higher self. And if this is really speaking to you, please do reach out to us for a personal call with us to personally connect and really see which heart quest you may be aligned with at this time in working with us. But you can see this is a sacred process, as the human body, the mind, the emotion needs that physical nourishment to really integrate this potent and powerful divine codex and this new temple of light that we're all upgrading to, and for all of the bodies to commune and be in connection and work with as one with each other. So it's really that inner divine union, again, with your soul, with your body, with your temple, and you and your human self at this time. And this is where our mystery school comes in. As once your temple of light is upgraded, we then go into spiritual mastery of becoming that inner oracle of weaving our soul legacies and creating our inner and outer worlds together and creating our soul aligned dreams while being heart led by our divinity to really experience a more fulfilling and connected human life as that multidimensional being.
Perfect. Yes. And we're going to go forward with to a statement. Life is happening for you and not to you. That at a time, it takes time to really allow that version. Life is happening for you and not to you. Like, just breathe that in, because I know that took me quite a long time to even begin to perceive it or see it in that lens. We see many humans disconnected from their souls, from their body, from their reality, and from our home planet, where their inner fires of life have burnt out. They're exhausted. It's resulting in feeling as though you are not even here, and how can I get out really quickly? The visual and the message I see is that you can choose at any given moment to reach up and pick a star up from the universe that represents a sacred soul sparkle, but that one that will support you or one that will spark your connection to your soul. So really imagine yourself reaching out for that star, which is most aligned to where you are in this precise moment, that will allow you to quantum leap to your next sacred step and your next star. And you know that you have limitless stars to reach for in every given moment to assist you with your evolutionary growth.
Beautiful. That's such a beautiful visual. And I think that leads us nicely into our recent Sacred Soul Sparkle, which we feel that all began within dream time. We were both having dreams of Crystal, who is a beautiful soul that now resides in the heavenly realm. She was Eva's niece and my cousin in this earth realm. And in my dream, she was specifically pregnant. Now, we could have taken this as such a beautiful dream as life is happening to us. But within a Sacred Soul Sparkle, we like to tune in further, especially knowing that upon her ascension from this realm of consciousness, Crystal became a beacon of light for us along our invisible heart path and led us to the remembrance of Crystal. Karayasa Ta'ala, the original tones of creation. And she has led us to so much more, but she was the initial spark that really ignited us to that crystalline architecture and crystalline spiral, the crystal heartbeat, and those original tones. So she also sits now within an angelic choir and in circle with Krystalline Ascension Celestial Council, as we feel that she has many codes to still birth and anchor into our current reality and to assist with the creation of heaven on earth. And with this beautiful connection with us, we are able to assist her as well as we continuously upgrade our temples of light. So we are able to become those surrogates, those conduits of really high frequencies, and that wisdom, that inner wisdom and knowledge of just knowing how to birth and anchor this into our current reality. And at this time, after connecting in with her, she shared that she had actually come to light work with us and also with an angelic collective, which could be one of you listening. You know, when we went in that day and we were light working, we noticed that it was myself, Eva, and Crystal, and another angelic collective, whether they're here residing on the earth realm or in another realm of consciousness. But it could be you if you were getting the same download or you had that experience of light working. But together we birthed and anchored in a new angelic tones of creation upon Mother Earth, which also became another extension or an expansion of the Krystalline Codex, because these angelic tones of creation are really next level. It's like they unlocked a deeper consciousness of those crystal tones of creation that we, humanity, now have access to. And this is truly, we felt, a really sacred gift from the seven higher heavens that we have birthed into a timeline that is also available for you to step into if you so choose. That when embodied, upgrades your internal blueprint. It activates your diamond sun DNA that really expands your consciousness to a whole new level again. And this is an integration of higher vibrational and organic sound frequencies blended in with the sacred crystalline technology that accelerates your human evolution, your soul ascension, and also the deepening again of the union of your angelic coding and yourself, as we feel you're going to anchor new frequencies into your physical body. You're going to shape shift into a new aligned reality, and you're going to experience your next level of truth, wealth, vitality, and sacred union. So we felt that to expand this into our outer world, we have created a 7-day light integration of an intimate and interactive experience in Sacred Circle of multidimensional facilitation and soul mentoring. And this is for a collective of inner creatrixes who desire to go deeper into their creation magic and awaken their DNA that holds the angelic codes of creation within. And they're committed to their earthwalk journey into the gateway of their crystal heart, their higher heart. They're committed to their embodiment of their divinity and multidimensional frequencies, and they're committed to their evolutionary mastery of creation of their inner and outer worlds. So Crystal, our cousin, Eva's niece, will be one of the facilitators, the space holders, and witnesses during your 7-day light integration. So basically, we're going to leave all the details that we shared below, but be sure to open the invite, especially if your soul right now is excited as we share this, as we're going to be only opening this up to 12 sacred spaces in Circle. Is there anything else, Mom? No, all good? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel crystals here already
Yes,
and coming in, and I can see that beautiful white frequency, that angelic frequency coming in. And I actually, I don't know about you, Mom, but I can hear those angelic choirs singing. So really tune into this space if this is something that's in alignment for you that you'd like to receive and open up for you as well. But Crystal,
yeah, I'm feeling beautiful organic downloads coming in right now, like really very organic. Like it's going to be like the codes of frequency that used to be are going to be up leveled and upgraded for each and every one of us. So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, do reach out, do open that invitation if you can tune into those energies at this time. But this completes our first episode for today. We'd love for you to share in the comments what resonated with you, what sparked your soul, or if you have any takeaways. And we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified of our next live, and check out our YouTube community feed, which is something new that we're kind of posting in there. Because that's a place where we can connect with you. And at this moment in time, it is our intention to share Sacred Soul Sparkles every third week of the month. We may not announce the next time we come on. We might just come on live. Things might change, but at this moment in time, third week of every month is a new episode of Sacred Soul Sparkles. But until next time, we invite you to really go deeper into your Sacred Soul Sparkles to see where it leads you.
Wonderful.
Bye for now.